Okay.
Polly King, what you talking about, Angel? What the
Yo,
nigga just said
All right.
Angel? What
So
the
if you want to ask a question, please line up in the queue. And everybody can sit in box one. Marshamar, you got it.
mm,
Yo, Shalom, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I sent 400 beans accidentally. I don't be sending them big old gifts like that. I ain't no host. I don't put, but I accidentally I wrote that out later. But y'all just do the math. We can go just
mm,
check the receipt or whatever. Be better and race for his.
mm.
No refund. No
I
refund.
see
But
200. And the hood
No
side
Nah,
of
yeah,
me
he ain't
said you
refund.
sent
send.
200. The hood side of me said
now
you
I
only
sent it
sent
to because I
200.
mistakenly sent it to
No refund.
because I ain't say who I
No
sent it to.
refund.
Yeah,
Nah,
we
you
gonna
only
work it
sent
out on the back
100.
end. We gonna work it out. Yeah, we gonna work it
He's
out. Nah.
on.
We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. Hey, look, I got a question though. I got a question for Yashar. I got a question for Yashar. About the books. He kept saying the books, our ancestors writing, our ancestors writing. Well, uh, there's only one um, there's only one mention of our ancestors writing that was scattered because everybody knows that Israel had a thing called scribes. So the books wasn't scattered around. Everything that was on record got passed down to the scribes. Everybody, everything stayed together. There was no more than one source of what we got to go by. Everything was in the hands of the Levites. Once we got into captivity, everything was in one spot. Christ was the one that held everything together. When he came, he had the disciples pass it down. That was the truth. Nobody was in the truth but they followed Christ. Everybody understand that. But there was a time that all the things that got passed down when they had the ceremonies, all this, it was in one spot. I'm trying to see. There was a mention in the wars of the Maccabees that when the Romans invaded the temple in the times of the Maccabees, they ravished our library. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 56 state that all of our records, that our libraries were ravished. They ripped to pieces all of the books and burned them. The only thing that was able to be saved is what is on record now. How can you show that the sources that you are pulling, saying that they are our ancestors' writings, are what survived those that destruction? Because if they were, they wasn't added with the other books. Everybody from the Wycliffe Bible, the King James Version, all of these different Bibles, nobody know nothing about these books. How did you get them? And the brother showed all of the sources how they wasn't included in the. He showed the origin of it. Can you show how these books were actually from our ancestors? Because in the book of Maccabees, it say everything got destroyed except what they kept. So can you show that the books the sources that you pulling were actually published amongst the rest of the sources, the rest of the
They got
books? Because you
destroyed.
ain't showed nothing in the Bible. If they survive, why aren't they in the Bible? Is what I'm saying. If they survive, why aren't they in the Bible? First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 56 saying everything else got destroyed except what we kept. This is the only thing we kept. Where are you coming from with these other sources?
Is the Apocrypha in the Bible? No, it's not. Right?
Yes, it
Stand on
is.
the
The
Apocrypha.
Apocrypha.
Bro, I
The
listen,
Apocrypha.
we're not doing
I
that.
thought you
We're
asked
not
me a
doing that.
question. My bad. I thought you
I didn't
asked me a
ask you
question. My
nothing. I
bad.
answered the question, bro. It was rhetorical. I didn't ask you nothing. Because this is my question Q&A. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. That's not gonna happen. We can do that, Club Yashara. But you asked me a question, so let me address the question, right? According to the way I understand it.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, absolutely. Right? I stand on the Apocrypha as well. That's not in the Bible, right? Those books was where? Where'd they find those books, bro? Did they just magically appear?
You want me to answer the
Because you
question
said everything
this
was burnt.
time, or is
You
that
said
rhetorical too?
bro, why is you
Nah,
doing this
Mashima,
shit, bro? Mute your mic, fam.
Salaki. Mashima, you can't answer no questions. It's only two people teaching.
Okay. I thought he was asking me a question. I got my phone.
That's how he answered.
Y'all got it, fam. Y'all got it.
Nah, go ahead and finish your answer, you sure?
Look, bro, I just explained to bro that I'm not doing the back and forth thing, man. Bro,
He's
understand
not
how this
gonna come
thing
off
go,
his mic.
man. Bro, we not a nah, man. I addressed what he asked. That's it.
All right.
All right, I sent 400 beans. I got another question.
You didn't send
You
400
didn't send
beans,
400 beans.
Mashamar.
You never
I'm gonna
sent.
send the other. I'm gonna send the other 200, kids.
Okay. You okay, Yashar? All right. Mashamar, you can come up here and
All
answer
right,
the next question.
all right. So that question that I just asked came from First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 56. He's saying that the Apocrypha was not in the Bible, but he's staying on the Bible. But he never answered about them books. I'm talking about them sources that he poured. Can he prove that those sources that he poured are not the ones that got burnt up? Because it says in the Bible that the ones that made it are the ones that got held on to. Nobody held on to them. Where did your sources come from? Because it says that our libraries got ravaged, the records got tore up and burnt. The only ones that we got are the ones that got saved.
Yeah, my records come from the Qumran caves and a few other caves that's along those in that area where our records was hit. That's where my records come from. Those are not handwritten by nobody but our priest in all languages that was found. I don't see where any Jew, Palestinian, whatever you want to call them, Israeli, could even have the understanding to write when they didn't even understand our language. They have a Germanic, I'm gonna say it for you one more time, a Germanic dialect, bro. They can't even read our ancient information without help. So to think that they wrote something caves when there's no dots, no lines, none of that, strictly script, how our ancestors wrote. See, you got to understand our history to understand what I'm talking about. You got to understand our script. You got to understand who wrote our scripts. I don't think you understand who wrote our scripts. I think you think it was randoms. Randoms didn't write nothing. Our priests had all of those duties, from being the lawyers, being the actual priest, being the physicians, being the judge, the governor, a lot of positions, bro, including the writings of the Most High's word to his people. It didn't just come through Yashar because I'm from Judah and I'm an Israelite, so now I got the chance to write. That's not how the Most High work and move, according to my understanding of our history, culture. I land my plane right there.
Hey, I'm trying to send 200 more beans. I got another question. I'm trying to send 200 more.
Nah,
Nigga finna
Who?
break
hold
your
up.
bank, ain't he?
Mashamar.
Just send them to me, man. I'll take them.
No.
All right, Colonel Khan.
Oh my goodness. How are you sending these beans, Mashamar? Mashamar, you have to send diamonds, and you have to have the diamonds because the bean count is going to be off. So you
Yeah,
can't
I see.
send
That's
beans.
kind of what I did. That's why I thought I sent
Yeah.
400 the first time, and it was only I don't know how to do it. I bet I'm trying to do it now. I done
So,
got them
kids,
all in bed.
what I sent you? What I sent you, kids? Nothing.
You sent me 111 beans.
That's for both
I
times.
I I'll make it up.
That's all I got.
Need
That's all I got.
89 more. 89 more. for the first
That's all I
question.
got.
So this nigga right here, this dude that I'm saying, that's 100 beans or that's 50 beans? That's him right there.
That's
That's the
50.
third time.
That's
That's 50
that's
beans.
200. That's 200 beans and 50 diamonds.
That's
All right,
161.
we'll get. All right, that's
Hey, so
161.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's 161.
Yay.
Yes.
All right, but that right there, what I just said was 161.
No, what you just said was
50 beans. I'm trying to make sure
there.
you square. I'm trying to make sure you
No,
square. I
y'all
don't.
cannot send beans. Y'all have to buy diamonds. Y'all have to buy the diamonds and you send diamonds and I'll receive beans. You have to convert your beans over
All right,
to
no sweat.
diamonds.
I don't understand it.
There we
Just tell me
go.
what I owe
I
you.
yeah,
know.
Just tell
Salaki,
me
my
what I owe
bad.
you.
I didn't know how to do it.
600.
Hey, I'll wait. Yeah,
600.
I'll cash app you
Yeah.
whatever. I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't know how to. I'll
Yes,
get it.
you
Hey,
have to swipe the
I'll wait
card.
for somebody else to come to. I'll figure that out. I'll wait for somebody. If somebody else got questions, I'll come down. If not, I'll figure out. I'll send other beans if I got questions.
Did anybody else
But I'll
have
wait.
any
I'll let
questions?
somebody else come up.
Anybody else have any questions? They can come up in the queue. Nope. Nobody else has questions. Nobody else is in the queue. All right. A warrior sent 100. Oh, y'all.
We will
Sent
be teaching
Hey
130,000.
man,
UPK members
hey
how to
man,
use Bigo app tomorrow at 2
hey man.
o'clock
Listen,
p.m. sharp. Most High
listen.
willing.
Just for y'all in the audience, Junior Yohana accepting the people that nobody else wants. The Lord has use for you. Come into the ISUPK. We will turn
Not a
you
shameless
into pure
plug.
gold. That's what we do.
Nigga
Them brothers
said,
gonna be on point tomorrow.
nigga
I don't
said,
know how to work
the,
the
the,
app, man. I'm just here to talk shit.
look, the
Okay.
good
Ken, I
news
want to
is
ask.
y'all be in the UPK and you'll be in the truth. The bad news is you won't know how to work Bigo.
Real quickly. If you send a gift that says 400 beans, the 400 bean gifts equals up to 100 diamonds. So if you click on the gifts and you find the gift that's 400 beans, that would be 100 diamonds. She will actually get 100 diamonds.
So, kids, you need 200 diamonds or 200 beans.
She need 200 diamonds. Y'all keep saying beans, so people are sending the beans, but the beans doesn't
She
actually
said
equal
beans.
up to the hundreds.
Yeah, she said beans.
Yeah.
What,
All
so
right.
what
I'm
what
back
she's
in the
saying
comment.
is
Enjoyed it.
so what she's saying is that the diamonds are they convert into beans for her. So that's why you would buy the diamonds. You know what I'm saying? When you convert the beans to diamonds or when you spend a bean gift, it is a 4-to-1 ratio. 4 beans to 1 diamond.
But I was muted in comments. I was trying to actually talk. The gift I sent, it had 200 diamonds by it.
Yeah, we done
So
been through this. Don't worry about it. We'll get it together. Just go ahead and ask the question. Just calculate what we owe
okay,
you.
no sweat. I need to share my screen.
Oh,
You know I asked that question, right?
thank you, JoJo.
Warrior, you know I asked that question, right?
You have another question? A warrior, can y'all hear? Can you hear?
Can you hear me?
No, we didn't hear you.
Can
We
you
couldn't when you had your screen shared.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now. I was saying, you know I already asked that question. You about to
Now
ask it.
about who the Giants were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to ask who was those Giants in the beginning. That's my question for Baruch 3 and 26. Who was those Giants that was from the beginning? Did you see the scripture, Yashar, or do I need to read it?
No, I just been hearing a lot. I ain't been seeing nothing.
Okay, I'm about to what's the name? Screen share again.
Admin, can y'all unmute the people in the comments that's muted? Or do
Can
we
y'all
come
still
back
hear
and
me?
come back?
Can you still
Yeah.
hear me? All
Yeah, we
right,
can hear
okay.
you just low.
All right. This Baruch 3:26. It say there were giants famous from the beginning that were of so great stature and so expert in war. I want to know what giants were those.
The giants that came forth from the fallen and an abomination that they took place through women. That's what the
Okay,
scriptures.
those did not. I say those did not the Lord choose, neither gave he the way of
Well, show
knowledge
me,
unto
show me
them.
that the Lord, show me that the Most High created giants, bro. Show that to me that He created giants. 'Cause I don't see where
That's how
he created men,
I
right?
said
He
those
created
did.
men, but I don't see where He created giants. I don't, I don't read that nowhere in creation at all. Now, if you want to add that in there and make that up, because even when I look at man, man don't relate back to giant in the Hebrew nor in English. So, by all means, show me what you're talking about.
I mean, that was my question. I can't go back and forth
Yeah,
with you, so
I
that was the
he
answered it
question.
wouldn't be
already,
able to
though,
do
bro.
that.
I mean, but you had a response to my answer, so I'm feeling like you got something else. If if you got something else, just
No,
before
I
you
agree.
give me something else, just show me what you're talking about.
Oh, I was reading the next scripture, verse 27. If I could,
Yeah, no doubt you can't. But I want to say, real quick after you do that, if you would like to go back and forth with this, that is available to do in Club Yasharal. If you would like to go back and
right,
forth about the same verse in Club
right.
Yasharal.
That's what I was going to. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But he asked, so I'm just going to read it. It says, verse 27, it says, those did not the Lord choose, neither gave he the way of knowledge unto them. So and you're saying these are
I
the
mean, he didn't
giants of
give
the
it to
fall.
him because they abomination, bro. Like that's just real
Okay,
simple. He's not
all
gonna
right.
create something and then just be like, you know what, you good, but I ain't giving you shit. Man, stop it, bro. Like this is absolutely insane.
Okay.
Go ahead, Empress.
Oh, I'm gonna send you. I want to ask 2 questions.
Okay.
So my first question is gonna be for Yashara, number 4. So the resources that you're giving us for the fallen angels are Genesis 6th chapter, Book of Jubilees 5th chapter,
I never
and
went to
what else?
Jubilees, Empress.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which where did you go? Enoch.
Went to Enoch. Went to Ascension of Isaiah. Went to the Book of Giants, the Book of Og, and the Book of Lamech.
Okay. And
I can show you
okay.
the sources if you need to see them.
No. So the book, okay, so those are your resources, and your argument is that the fallen angels are biblical because you can show different areas in the Bible and in the Apocrypha where these fallen angels are talked about. That's pretty much your argument, right?
Yes, my stance was to show that those mentioned in our scriptures, some of them have books.
Okay. So, all right. So, Chazak, I don't want to say your name wrong. My question to you is, so your argument is that the fallen angels are not biblical, right? And you said that you don't believe the resources, the books that he's bringing actually are biblical, are in the Bible. But then you did say that you read the Apocrypha, and we know that the book of Enoch is in the Apocrypha. So, and all the scriptures that you brought that were pertaining to the seer debate were scriptures that talk about the fallen angels. So is your argument that they weren't angels and they were men? Or once they came on earth and had sex with the women, they became men? I'm trying to understand that. So if you could just explain to me, like, what did you mean? So far, I'm trying to understand where, because
All right,
from the
so
scriptures that you've given, they all talk about these fallen angels, these angels that God had put on earth to monitor, who actually start looking at women and fell in love with them and had sex and created the giants, which we know those giants were even on earth after the flood. And I believe that's because they were giants. And so all of them weren't, some of them was tall enough where that the waters didn't kill them. So I'm just trying to understand, if you don't believe that these are fallen angels, why is it that all the scriptures that you're giving actually talks about the fallen angels, and you're questioning about the book of Enoch when we know that it's in the Apocrypha? I'm
all
gonna
right, so
leave.
I'll deal with I'll deal with your last question first, right? The book of Enoch has never been a part of the canon ever, right? The Apocrypha, the 1611 version of the Bible, has the books that people claim was taken out of the Bible that wouldn't be in your normal Bible. Enoch ain't in there. Enoch is a much later rendition of something that came. And even when King James decided to translate our scrolls into English, he didn't even see that book as a book that deserved to be in there. It was never in no canon. No church fathers dealt with it. No Israelites dealt with it. It was always, and even the Ethiopian Bible that has it, which is the only Bible that has the book of Enoch in it, from Ethiopians who are heathens, by the way, not the Lord's people. They look at it as Queen Quana. I don't know how to say it, right? Which means poetic. They just look at it as something like Songs of Solomon or something like that, just something that's written by somebody. But the other part of your question is, what I did was go to the scriptures where people believe that there are fallen angels and show you that they were talking about men. Over in Genesis chapter 6, it keeps saying God was unpleased with man. God said, I would destroy man off the earth. These were men of renown. To take away all that spookism that you have from people saying that these were angels. In Isaiah chapter 14, I showed that was the king of Tyrus. To take all that spookism as when you hear the word Lucifer, ooh, Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? Like this is an angel when this is an actual king of a place and a man. When the Bible says, isn't this the man that made the world shake? He's only spoken of in that light because of the power and might that he had. The same way in Ezekiel chapter 28. And then when he went to um what is it? Revelations chapter 12. I went back there to show you that where Michael and the dragon was having a fight. It was literally talking about the kingdom of Israel, Sodom and the dragon was the kingdom that was in rulership. And I just connected that with Daniel chapter 7 to show you that that's what it was talking about the whole time. So yeah, my premise was that every time you see angels and they out of order, if they not doing directly what the Lord said to do, that they were men, because the spirits of the Lord have no flesh or any of their own desires. They do what the Lord desires, and I clearly showed that in the Psalms and Ecclesiasticus and in other books of the Bible.
Okay, so when you read Genesis 6 and it talks about the fallen angels and how they start admiring the women and took them and had sex and had these giants, what do you think? I mean, I'm trying to understand because that contradicts what you just said. So I'm just trying
No,
to
these were men who were chosen by
I'm sorry,
God
let
as
me
the
just
righteous
finish.
seed
Let me
of.
just I'm sorry, let me just
Huh?
finish.
What you mean?
No,
What you
I just
mean?
said let me just finish. And so with the Ethiopian Bible, you said that it's not because they're heathens, but it's known as one of the oldest Bibles, and the Catholic Church said that they actually went into Ethiopia and took the books and made it into their own Bible, and it includes all 88 books versus the 66 that the King James Bible has. So I'm trying to understand the balance of what you're saying.
Slakia, Kazaki, your phone is beating
My,
down the block. Beating down the block.
what are you talking about?
Whose phone is
What you
that?
talking
Somebody's
about?
phone is vibrating. I
Yeah,
thought it
that's
was
not my
yours when
phone.
I thought the mic was moving when it was doing it.
Nah, nobody called me. Nope. Anyways, the answer to the question is, in Genesis chapter 6, it's talking about the chosen seed. God has always picked people out of everybody that He created to be His chosen seed, and He's always told them that they can sleep with everybody else. So just like now, the children of Israel, if they sleep with another nation of people, that will be the children of God or the sons of God sleeping with heathen women, which be the daughters of men. They not called by the Most High, right? What, y'all still hear something? Yeah, the chat is
Maybe
crazy.
it's your
Anyways,
notifications or something. But that thing is good. When it vibrates, it's
yeah,
okay.
I
Sound like
don't
an
know what's
old
going on. Hold on, let me
page.
see. Yeah, my phone ain't ringing out one time, so I don't know what's going on, and it's not buzzing, and I don't hear it. It's the headphones. I don't know.
It literally just did it, so you said that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I dropped down. I don't know.
Nah, you good. It's
Maybe
the
it's the fallen
notifications
angels.
most likely. Are you getting notifications from any apps or anything like that?
I'm not getting no notifications. Nah, the last notification I got was like 10
Who
minutes
got
ago.
a question
Let me
though?
do this. I put it on do not disturb now. Y'all can hear it still?
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's crazy.
I
Um,
do have a question. Whenever I
I
get an
don't know if I answered the
opportunity.
sister's question. Did she understand what I was saying? Because she in the blinds. Her question was about Genesis chapter 6. I'm saying that it was the chosen seed that the Lord chose, and He said it could not be with other people outside of that people, and they went and slept with them, and He got mad at men, and He punished men, and He wiped men off the face of the earth. That's what I was saying the whole time. Go ahead, Scrappy Wappy Pit Bull, send Kiss them 200.
Yeah, now I'm gonna need that.
So 100 diamonds
200.
Yellow diamonds, blue
is
diamonds.
I'm saying, how much is 100 diamonds?
Man, I done paid her like 4
In
times. I
beans.
still don't think I made it to it.
So how much is 100 diamonds? That's 100 diamonds.
Watch this. Man, kids went to sleep, man. She don't know. Just go ahead and ask your question. She slipping.
I just told
My
him
question was 2 Peter 2 and 4. What's that talking about?
It's for me. That question for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get that.
So like I said, I got it.
2 Peter. All right, go ahead.
Kawakad, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment.
I appreciate that.
So
I appreciate that.
And the
This was supposed to be asked in this debate. 2 Peter 2 and 4. Let me get that real quick, because I ain't never get that. All right, it's 2 Peter chapter 2, right? It says,
keep reading the 6 too. It's gonna
but
get deeper. You keep going
false
into like
prophets.
6.
Hold on 1 second. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there were also false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in the damnation of heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring unto yourselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, but a reason of whom the way of the truth shall evil be spoken of, and through their covetousness shall they be frayed words made merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah and 8 persons, and a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. Now, the question was, what about this in verse 4? Well, if you go to all of the verses, when he's talking about Noah, these are people. When he's talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, these are people. When he's talking about these angels that sinned, there is no place you gonna find between Genesis and Revelations where it talks about angels receiving commandments of the Lord, and no place in the Bible where you're gonna find that angels went against the commandment of the Lord. So when he's talking about these angels, it has to translate as messengers of the Lord. These are people that the Lord sent to do a specific job, and they didn't do it. Now, who in the hell could I be talking about that God sent to do a specific job and they didn't do it? Go to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 6. You'll see he gave them his law, statutes, and commandments, and they were supposed to rule the entire earth. And guess what they did? They wanted to be like the other nations. So they got kicked out of the land. They broke the covenant. They're not his people no more. God did not spare them just because, but he also offered them a way back. And if you keep reading in 2 Peter, it'll tell you that. This is going to go into what Christ did. Christ is the one that saves these messengers of God, these angels, these people that the Lord sent. They didn't have that in Sodom and Gomorrah, so they died. Everybody on this stage deserves death for one sin. I'm telling you that angels can't sin. Sin is a transgression of the law, and he only gave his law to one group of people. Not even all the human beings on the earth have his law, much less the angels.
What I'm asking, according to that text that you just read, is before the flood, what was the job of the angels? Before the flood, who were the angels? Because you just agreed that there was no law given before the flood. So how was they in a position to be authoritative over coveting the law and giving it and governing the people with it when we see that that's not what they were doing at that time.
Yeah, because the law is made for people. That's why when you have thou shalt not murder, you don't see angels murdering. Thou shalt not, covet thy neighbor's wife. You don't see no angels having no law for adultery. That's all for us. That's how we govern ourselves amongst each other. The spirit of the entire law is brotherhood. Angels don't need to have that because they're not a nation.